Good morning. Happy Litha. If you are celebrating summer solstice today, like I did, I started the day with a beautiful sound bath. I did for IG Live, so I'll be posting that video because I saved the video. I just wanted to do an update, a baby update. So far, so good. From what we can tell. Today I hit 17 weeks. I am slowly getting nervous as I reach the 20-week mark because I know that then I'll be halfway there. And then I think I'm going to get really nervous as I hit the 24, 25, 26, and 27 weeks, just because those are common weeks for like when things started going wrong with me. But I feel like really confident in this pregnancy. I do feel fear, but I'm going forth with manifesting the best experience. It's so hard to do when I've had the worst experiences, but I keep telling myself each time it gets better. So the first time was horrible. It was a horrible pregnancy. I bled the whole time. I was in and out of emergency rooms, and I didn't make it past 26 weeks. 24 weeks I went into active labor. Right at 26 weeks, he was delivered via emergency C-section and passed away 12 hours later. So that was the worst. That was top of the line worst. Second pregnancy, no bleeding. Felt completely normal. Had completely normal appointments, ultrasounds, everything, until 25 or 20, I think it was 26 weeks. I had a normal ultrasound appointment I went to, and that's where they found out that my cervix was funneling so low that they could not emergency cerclage it. I was hospitalized that day, and I did not leave or go home or do anything until 38 weeks I delivered. I think it was 37 or 38 weeks. There was a scheduled C-section, and then I got to go home a week after she was born. She got jaundice. I had to be put on warfarin, which is a blood thinner. So I'm on Lovenox, which is blood thinners while you're pregnant, and then I have to go home on a warfarin, which is a pill form of a blood thinner. So it took a week for my blood to get used to it, and they had to watch me and monitor me the whole time. So that pregnancy, at least it went to term. It was still a really bad experience just because at first I had about 25 weeks of no panic. I was afraid, but I had no panic. Then instant panic at the hospital when I was hospitalized. And then living in, I think I was hospitalized at 25 weeks actually. I'm trying to think. But anyways, and then living in the hospital with each day a doctor coming in and saying, well, you made it another day. Let's see if you make it to the next day. It was never, let's see if we can make it to next week. It was, let's see if we can go to tomorrow. If I risked an infection, they knew that they were going to take it via C-section. We just wanted to get past 30 weeks, which she did. I could tell you guys I learned very much that miracles are real. They happen. The power of prayer, that's real. That happens. It works. And meditation. Sitting in silence and just thinking about the best possible outcome. Now, there's still some funny things about this pregnancy that I haven't talked about, but I will. Today's video is not about that. It's a 17-week update. That's it. So we did all the genetic testing and everything came back normal. Good, healthy baby. We will not be finding out the sex of the baby. We want it to be a surprise, just like this pregnancy turned out to be a surprise. Then, so far my cerclage is doing good. That's another update to give you guys. Yes, I'm walking. I can do normal, non-strenuous activity. So I am walking and doing light yoga, and I don't do anything, like no activity past like 30 minutes. So I do about 30 minutes of activity in spurts. I'm a pretty active person before pregnancy, so I didn't want to not be active. I didn't want to not be active. So the cerclage is definitely helping. It was a planned cerclage placed at 14 weeks. So we're 3 weeks past that, which makes me feel very confident. Also last week on Thursday, today's Sunday, so it wasn't that many days ago, we started McKenna injections. Now, if you've never heard of a McKenna injection, they administer these at your weekly appointments, because now I have to be seen weekly. And it goes in your butt cheek or in your arm, but honestly I was like, just put it in my butt cheek because I didn't need my arm to be swelled up. Yeah, I don't like those. My doctor that had placed my cerclage said that the McKenna wouldn't be necessary because I'm already on Lovenox for my protein S deficiency. And I think I explained a protein S deficiency, but it causes miscarriages, but it also causes blood clots, which is, I only have it while I'm pregnant. I don't have this while I'm not pregnant. It's the weirdest thing. Therefore, Lovenox. Because I almost died of a pulmonary embolism in 2008 after my son died. So we know we need that. She said, since I'm on Lovenox, I shouldn't need the McKenna. It's a progesterone, like, synthetic. And there's a lot of research on it that shows it doesn't even do anything. Well, let me tell you what it did do. And this was my personal experience. I did go online and see what it did for other people, but no one really saw magnificent shift. It caused abdominal cramps, uterine cramps. I felt very uncomfortable for the rest of the day. I did not go for a walk. I did not do any yoga. I laid on my couch and prayed to God that this was just a side effect. And I went online and Googled it, and it was, from what other moms say, a side effect. Now, I do have a scheduled appointment for next Thursday where they're going to do another McKenna injection, and I want to bring that up. I also finally got an appointment with my Highrisk doctor, which has taken forever. I have not seen a Highrisk doctor. I have literally only been in the care of regular physicians, assistants, and doctors. Wonderful doctor who did my cerclage, but she's even not a high-risk doctor. So finally I'm going to see her on Thursday. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm also pretty scared because, and I know I could be building this up, but I don't want to have a C-section. I've had 2 of them. My last one was 11 years ago. I don't want to have a C-section. I want to have this baby vaginally, as natural as possible. I already know I'll need to be at the hospital. I have come to terms with that. I would rather have a home birth where I don't have a doctor around me at all, because hospitals scared the F out of me. But I've come to terms that I'm going to need to be at a hospital. I know that. I'm high risk. Bleeding factors, just because I'm on Lovenox. and whatnot, whatever it may be. But I know I want like as little intervention as possible. I don't want to be induced, and I don't want a epidural. I just want to push this kid out and be able to walk, be able to move, and be able to go home early, and be able to nurse faster. I want to like have this baby and put it on my boob and it'll be amazing, you know? I didn't get that with my daughter, and because of that, she didn't take to nursing very well. So I want to do it different. It's Father's Day as well as summer solstice, so everyone's out driving to go see their papas. I'm gonna be going to see my papa soon. But yeah, I just wanted to update everyone because we're still kind of early, but we're in our second trimester. We made it past our first trimester, which was a scary, scary, scary B word. Just because miscarriages happen. I've never had a miscarriage, but I had fear of having one this time, because they're so common now. Everyone has had one or is afraid of having one. Yeah, so high risk pregnancy, but still doing a little bit of movement, drinking tons of water. I started to feel the baby move last week, but they were just like a little bit of rolls and a little bit of butterfly kicks. So nothing big yet, and they're not consistent. It's not like every so often. It's like once or twice a day I can feel it when I'm paying attention. I still go to work. I'm hoping to be able to work until the end. And me and Kenny just keep saying, we're gonna go to term, we're gonna get through this, we're gonna have a full term pregnancy and a natural birth as possible. And I know that he'll be with me. He'll be there making sure that they don't slice me open. That's my biggest fear. Now, I did have a tummy tuck in January, so my belly isn't really doing the mom thing like when you've had previous pregnancies and you just instantly look pregnant. I'm still looking pretty normal, 17 weeks, so that is different. Weight gain, I think I've gained like 3 pounds, which isn't bad. They don't want me to gain too much, that's for sure. If I gain too much, a C-section is almost guaranteed, and I refuse. Like I said earlier, I refuse to have a C-section. Let me see what else. What else can I talk about? Well, that's it. And then I've just been doing my practices. I'm in right now the Elevated Mastermind with Elevate the Globe, Britt and Tara. And these ladies are like a wonderful bunch of ladies. Having them as like my support right now, because like you know now, everyone will know when I release these videos, but no one knows that I'm pregnant right now. Not my mom, dad, sisters, nothing. My best friend, my boyfriend, and my daughter. That's it. So I'm not releasing too much information, which is why it's kind of a good thing that I did have the tummy tuck, because you can't tell I'm pregnant right now. I don't know when I'm going to tell people. I'm a little scared. I might tell people around 24 weeks. I might tell people around 30 weeks. It really depends. It's just I'm scared if something goes wrong. Still trying to manifest the best possible experience, but there's that fear in the back of my mind. And that's what I'm working on with Elevate the Globe, with my mastermind. I'm doing these meditations, manifest the best. So it's all really, I mean, I'm excited. Trying to come to terms with, I'm not like normal, healthy moms. I am a normal, healthy person, but I have health problems from the past, and I feel like they're coming to bite me in the butt with this pregnancy. There was a part of me that hoped if I ever got pregnant again, that those things would go away, because I lost 140 pounds and because I eat a clean vegan diet, and those things didn't go away. I still have the protein S deficiency. I still have the incompetent cervix. I still have a high-risk pregnancy. Another thing that kind of blows, I'm just going to add at the end of this video, is a lot of people in my wellness community, people that I follow, people that I know, they're posting that they're pregnant too. I haven't announced mine, but they're all announcing theirs, talking about natural home births and how I wish I could do things. I am reading or Audible The Mama Natural because of Plentiful Alex. She was reading that, and as I was reading it, I'm still reading it, I'm in the middle of it, but I'm just like, none of these things are really geared toward people like me, that I live a fully holistic life. I have a healthy body, like I work out, I've lost so much weight, I meditate, I pray, I eat clean, and I'm a high-risk pregnancy. I have to give myself daily injections of Lovenox, and once a week now I have to have a McKenna injection, and I had to have a sarcophagus surgery, and every day I'm afraid of going into preterm labor. I finally quit coffee, by the way. Yeah, that was a hard one. I'm a hairdresser by trade, so it's hard to quit coffee when that's what we live off of. But yeah, nothing's geared towards people like me. And I know I can't be the only one thinking that. So I am coming up with a Facebook group. It's going to be private, but it's for mamas like us that are high risk and want to feel normal. Now, nothing feels normal when you're on bed rest and you can't move. Trust me, I know. I've been there. And I'm going to apologize for the quality of this video. I've ordered a new camera and it has not come in. And I can't get my other camera to work now. It's like it knows. So we're doing phone videos for right now. But yeah. I don't feel like I fit in with the mama naturals, the natural moms, even though that's I am as natural as they come. I'm going to do breastfeeding. I want to have a natural birth. I just can't have a home birth like I want. And I have problems and issues that are biological that I can't erase. I can't take it back. I can't take it away. And all these moms are talking about like no ultrasounds and no Dopplers and no, what was the other one? Well, modern medicine, problems with modern medicine. And right now, I could tell you, I wouldn't even be here making this 17-week update video without modern medicine. Because of science, I'm still pregnant. And because of science, and because of modern medicine and the doctors that I'm seeing and taking early precaution, I have 50% less fear and climbing. It's climbing, 50% less fear and climbing of going into preterm labor. I have 50% less fear and climbing of being on bed rest. 50% less fear of being hospitalized early and living in the hospital. 50% less fear of my baby dying. I only have that. Well, a lot of it is faith, my meditation work, my journal work. But a lot of it is if I didn't have a doctor, if I didn't go and find a doctor when I found out I was pregnant at 4 weeks, and if I would have thought, you know, a little bit cocky and said, no, I'm going to do this without doctors, who knows where I'd be. I could have lost the baby already. I could have been living in total fear and anxiety, but I'm not. I'm using modern science and I'm using ancient science to keep myself going through this, to keep this pregnancy a positive experience for me, a positive experience for my partner who's never had a baby. And I was so sad when I found out I was pregnant because he's never had kids and he has to have a kid with me, the person with all the problems. And a positive experience for my daughter. I want her to see that I can get through this, so that when she decides to have kids, she can say, my mom faced one of her scariest fears, like faced her fear head on and still had that baby. So I don't want to keep this video too long, but I did want to talk about that experience and how I feel right now in my community. A little jealous, like I think anybody would be, a little jealous of people that could just get pregnant and have babies and do it in a forest. And then people like me who are stuck at the hands of modern science and modern medicine. But I'm staying positive. I'm keeping my meditation work. I'm keeping myself busy, and I have to stay moving, guys, because of my depression and my anxiety. So I know that that's a little bit controversial, but as long as I could feel into my body, I'm super intuitive and I could feel into my body. If it didn't feel right, I don't do it. Like I said, when I felt all those cramps, I'm not working out. I'm not doing that. I'm staying and going within. I'm meditating. I'm praying. And I'm telling doctors what I'm experiencing. So that's my update, 17 weeks. I'll try to keep us updated bi-weekly, because weekly is a little annoying, even though I'll be seeing a doctor weekly. And hopefully I get the confidence to tell people I'm pregnant. A little nervous, but super grateful, super grateful. So stay connected, stay posted. All these wonderful healing things for us mamas out here that want to be as natural as possible and are still living a holistic life. But maybe you need some help to get through your high-risk pregnancy. Guess what? I'm right there with you, sister. Let's get through this together. And soon there will be a Facebook group, maybe even by the time I post this video. So who knows what updates are coming. But I love you all. Stay well, and namaste.